are going to do a poddy. Back. Welcome to the show. Oh, I've just got to set this. Hey, Google. Set an alarm for 30 minutes.
Yep.
It's going to be a good alarm. I don't know what we're going to... It's going to be music, right? And I don't know what it's going to be. It's going to be from my...
From your private collection.
From my playlist, right, of called Liked Songs.
Yeah.
And it will set the mood for the weekend. If it's an upbeat song, we're all going to have an upbeat weekend. If it's downbeat sad...
Well, I'll have a sad weekend.
Rip fun. I'm in Lee.
Wet weekend.
Just speak for yourself.
Wasn't there a thing called Sad Weekend? Oh, no, it's Sad Cafe by Sad Cafe, wasn't it?
What's the most you could chug in one go without coming up for air?
Most what?
Okay. So, we do this podcast every week. Last week, you would have got 2 episodes of an hour and a half each.
Circular breathing, isn't it?
That's how he played the didgeridoo, isn't it?
I don't want to talk about him.
I didn't mention his name.
Good.
But thank you to the Patreons.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. We didn't get any new Patreons in the last
Good.
2 weeks.
But frankly, we've had too many.
Except for
Oh.
AH. AH joined this evening 28 minutes ago. So thank you very much for that.
What I was going to say is we've had too many not called AH and then just enough called AH.
I also had an interesting email from Pitcher Phil,
Oh.
who tells me...
It's always time for a first, isn't
Oh, I like Pitcher Phil's emails. Someone I work with was in El Dorado.
it? El Dorado.
Yeah. Someone I work with, someone you guys know. Not Davis. David Turners keeps mentioning Davis, my least favourite producer. We did not get on at all. And he keeps talking about David. Get Davis on the show. I'm not going to get... He's too busy in a spinning class.
Very hard man to produce.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to text this person. It's a man. I'm going to say, is it true? You can't see the name. I don't want anyone to see the name. Here we go.
Is it Nick Ferrari?
Okay. It's not, but it's close. Bit of a random one. Were you on El Dorado? There we go. We'll find out.
David Turner says he's obsessed with Davis. Obsessed.
I'll give you his phone number and you can go and bother him. So, well, only one Patreon, but what a Patreon. If you want to sign up for the show like AH did, patreon.com/Ian and Catherine, IAIN and Catherine with a K. There is a lot to talk about. Did we do a show last week?
Yes.
It was the week before we didn't do a show.
Yes.
Very quickly, there'll be no talk of descriptions of CSA this week. However, I will briefly give you a little update. Scouts are being dicks. Who'd have thought it? Today, me and some of the other men, we got a lawyer. We lawyered up. And it was with great pleasure that the Scouts came back, backtracking on a promise they'd made, saying, oh yeah, we did promise that, but then you did this, and then you did this thing we told you to do, so we can't do the thing you wanted now.
Gosh, I thought they always did their best.
It was a masterclass in sleight of hand. And it was with so much pleasure I went, well, that's disappointing. You should have told me. I've CC'd in our lawyer. We've got a lawyer. It ain't just Joe Blow from Kokomo off the high street. It's one of the biggest human rights lawyers in the country, ladies and gentlemen. He's working a no-win, no fee. So that has been a huge relief to finally have an adult in the room who can be the hub. Because I was being the hub, he can be the hub. So that's a huge relief. And it means stuff is going to get done.
Yes, mate.
Stuff is going to get done.
Well, also, it's a relief for you because you didn't want to be the man holding the files.
No. Can I just big up the fact that Mandy is in the chat? Not been here for a little while, Mandy. Hello, Joseph, if you're watching. Hello. So that's the big news, and that's that out of the way. And now it's getting legal. I kind of got a button my lip a little bit, but much better position than it was. We've only got about another 6 weeks of Skype. So, Catherine, why don't you give them the Skype number so they can call in?
It's
You're so lucky. You're so goddamn cute.
2
3 4 2 8 6 99. Miss a few 100.
73.
What a week it's been.
I burnt out yesterday.
Oh, we'll hear about your week.
Yeah, I think over to me now. Thank you for asking. I was a flipping horrible... No, I wasn't.
Yeah.
I was a slightly less perfect person yesterday.
Oh, just yesterday, was it?
Yes. I had a cob on all day long. Why? Because I've just realised I am burnt out. I'm continually waiting for deadlines or planning for them or dreading someone coming in and wanting to, because I'm doing this teacher training, observe. I just feel like it's been going on and on and on and on and on. And now I'm going on and on and on and on. And I just need something other than work to think about. So I've started a tiny DIY project, making a shelving unit.
No, that's
and
not.
I say it's tiny little. It's this big.
She's making a miniature library or bookshop.
I am. I need something
full size for her.
Rude. I'm not a borrower. I needed something meditative to do, and so that's what I'm doing. So I've made one bookshelf so far. I'll keep you updated. I've got to put every single cover on every single tiny book.
Oh no! Well, then make some covers. Then make up your own books.
No.
Okay.
I just got to cut them out and stick them. It's cutting and sticking and not thinking too much and having Real Housewives of Beverly Hills on in the background or maybe a podcast. That's all I'm going to do. And I'm just going to sit there and just do that. And there's no point to it. Good. So that's what I'm going to do. And it's got lights that work and everything. And it's going to look wicked when it's finished. But that's not the point. The point is doing it. So that's burnout sorted. Ian.
So was it Thursday? It was Thursday. I took my watch to be refixed because the place in Prince's Risborough broke it. So I took it to be refixed in Tring. And as I was walking down the street, a young man, like a street man, so like a cool guy, like, blood.
Oh my God, don't say that.
That's what my boys say all the time.
No, you mean a roadman?
A roadman.
Yeah.
So a cool 24-year-old guy. He's walking down the street, and the kind of person who is just cool.
Yeah.
Right? He's walking down the street. He went, "Really like your hair, man." Now he wasn't gay.
How do you know?
He didn't have a tiny dog in a bag.
They don't all have those. Sometimes
what?
Sometimes they leave them with the pet sitter.
Well, that makes sense about that guy the other day. And I was like, oh, thanks, man. You've made my day. And he's right. My hair is looking fly.
Fire.
Then I went to Sainsbury's. Mm-hmm. And as I walked in, a man said, "Nice tash. Wish I could grow one like yours." I said,
now.
Oh, okay. Catherine's going to ruin the story a little bit by bringing in facts.
The man was after something.
He was one of those people who loiter in the doorways of supermarkets and libraries and charity shops. He had a booth. He was collecting money for breast cancer. Mm-hmm. God knows why you want to collect money for it. Surely you want to collect money to get rid of it. But what was this thing? And you described him as a...
What?
Say what you see. Oh, he's a say what you see.
Yeah, you do. They chuggers do it all the time. Great pink cardigan, miss. Have you got time for helping with, I don't know, dogs in bags?
But on one day, I had two men compliment me on the way I look. Okay, the moustache thing was, we'll call it half. But the guy, the 24-year-old young man on the street, that was sincere. And it was what I needed to hear at the time. But it's never happened to any of you. And that makes me feel good. I'm looking good at the moment. I lost it for a bit, but now I am looking hot. I'm gonna do a 360 so you can see everything. 360. Oh, I found the apps that make you blow up.
Yeah.
Oh, but you got to pay for them. I was so bored the other day. You know the app where it's a filter. It's the picture of you go.
And then disappear off into the sky.
Oh my God! I don't know how to share them with you.
Imagine it. Do an impression again.
So it's like you're there and it goes.
And then you start spinning round.
Honestly, it was about £1 a pop, right? And I was just.
Was it?
It was something like
Bloody
that.
hell, Ian.
I was having
Expensive
so
fun.
much fun. Maybe I can. I was having so much fun. The one with my youngest when he was a little boy, when you told him off, he'd go, "Oh, rude." And the
Your
picture,
eldest.
my eldest. God, yeah, he's my eldest. Let me find. Who's Catherine? That's you, Catherine. Which ones did I send you?
All of them, all the funny ones.
I did.
And one of my cat, who for some reason, when he blew up, was wearing clothes.
Oh, let me send these. Let me email these.
Just like Aunt Petunia, you're right. Yosh Bosh.
Yosh Bosh. Let me send that. That's my favourite one. That one. I think I can send them.
There was one where you turned around and your hair was like an ice cream.
Oh, that was good. That can I share? Forward.
Harsh says show research. He's suggesting you claim it back.
Thank you, mate. I will do. Right, I need to send one at a time. This is gonna be great for the podcast. Now, how do you share? It's not that, because that then is forward.
Yeah, you're right. I think you have to click one at a time, and
I've done one at
little forks.
Oh, well, there's a couple there. Look, here we go. There we go. So we do share, Gmail.
I know, £1 a pop.
But
David Turner's more money than sense.
Oh, I sent load to David of his kids. I was having so much fun with these things, honestly, because I didn't know you could do that stuff without being in like Hollywood or something like that. Honestly, guys, when you see, if you're listening to the audio,
You're going to think it's a DreamWorks project.
stop and go and watch the YouTube, because this goes up on YouTube as well. Go and watch it, because what we'll do is we'll play it,
And you can see the SFX.
and you can. Oh, I'm sending it to the wrong thing. Right. Oh, for crying out loud! You talk. I'm busy.
Okay, last Saturday, I took the girls. You know, we missed the mark when it came to Taylor Swift. Didn't get to see her, and we just didn't. And she didn't get in touch, so she came and went, and we never saw it, and we were upset, and I felt like a terrible mother.
It was bad.
So it was bad. It was traumatic. Youngest stopped listening to Taylor for about 2 weeks, so it was really bad. So on Saturday we went to see Sabrina Carpenter, and the word is smutty.
Oh, she's a filth
She's
bag.
smutty, isn't she?
Yeah.
But she may look like a child, but she's 28, so I think fair enough. She's allowed to be smutty. But I was going to say good, clean fun. It wasn't. It was smutty, and it was also fun. There was a little bit of shadow work, let's just say. That was NSFW. And also some of the merch. We queued up for ages to get some merch. And stupidly, we did it at the first place, which is like in the doorway.
Oh, why? We saw those people at the Sidemen football match. Saw Mr.
Why?
Beast the other day.
Why did we do that? I knew in my heart of hearts that if we went inside, there would be shorter queues and smaller shops. Because that's for people who aren't necessarily even going in, isn't it?
Yeah.
Craziness.
We went and saw the Sidemen football, and it was Mr. Beast, Nico Amilana, Angry Ginge.
Anyway, back to me. So we're in this queue and we were waiting for flipping ages, and my eldest started getting moody. And
did she?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Oh.
And but then we were too far in, and it was we know backing out now, and it took ages. And we were looking at the merch, and the merch was smutty. There were like some quite cool tops that looked like.
Did it have T-shirts that said like blow jobs and cream?
How did you know?
Cum banana.
Yes. No, not quite that. But there was a T-shirt that had Sabrina at 69 on it.
Oh, Nico was 69 at the football,
69
yeah.
is very big with the youth at the moment. And Sabrina Carpenter is no exception. So, yes, there was that. I don't know what football team she plays for, but apparently she's position 69. And there was another one saying, thank your dad for his genetics, which apparently is a penis reference in one of her other songs. Just a lot of knob talk, really, from Sabrina Carpenter. But it was fun. It was like Barbie's Dirty Dream House. and we had a lot of laughs. But again, we were too high up, and I just get to a point now where I cannot stand up.
It's very steep, the O2,
But also the foot room is tiny, and we were second from the front, so it's just that tiny little ledge that's see-through. Here
it goes.
And I just felt like if I just rocked too far forwards, I would go tumbling down. So no, I sat down the whole time. The girls were up from song one.
Of course they were.
All
Look,
night.
Little and say it was the best thing she's ever done.
The best thing she's ever done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen to a girl singing about blowies. So it was a good family night. And now you're up to date.
Now you're up to date. Should we look at a couple of these? We won't watch them all because I've spent about 25 quid on these. So
they're just for private.
So they're well, you know. You can't hear because I've got to add the new audio everywhere we go. Ready?
Here we go.
We're back.
Yeah.
No,
that's the wrong. We're on the wrong screen.
We're back.
We're on the right screen.
We're on the right screen. So let's have a little look at some of these. Hang on.
We're back. So let's have a little look at some of these. Let's go with this. Don't know what this one's going to be. Oh, right. So this is my eldest when he was a little boy.
With his rude face.
Ignore it says Ben has left the chat. That was on the filter. I couldn't get rid of it.
That's what it's called. Ben has left the chat.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
So. Come on, man. How is that not?
Oh.
How is that not the best thing in the world?
It's
right?
almost as good as the cat on the broomstick.
There we go. There's Kim. Oh. It is almost as good as... There you go. It's Kim and Pudsey. It's just the best. We won't do all of these, but let's have a little look at... Oh, she's
My
your
cat.
cat?
Actual footage.
A couple more. What's this one? Oh, we've done that one. Okay, let's try this. Oh, it's me. That's me. That's a
Yeah,
still of
screen
me.
head.
So that's a photo of me giving the finger to my youngest, and then it spins it around. Computers are so weird. And then let's try
It's
one more.
computers.
What's
It's all
this?
computers.
Oh, this is James Farley. So I posted James Farley.
Why has he got Elvis quiz?
Right. So I posted this in a chat with James Farley. It's him when he was at a nuclear testing site, and
Having a beer.
he replied. He just replied, "Okay."
That's very Farley.
If you're listening to the audio, I can only apologise. Imagine pictures of people, normal people, then inflating to balloon size and then spinning off in the air as they deflate.
Yes.
What fun. What fun. Lot to talk about. So, about 6 weeks ago, did a speed awareness course. Oh, it was speeding. Did a speed awareness
You were
course.
speeding because you were unaware, and then they
That made me
rendered you aware.
Anyway, so I was in Manchester 27th, 28th for these band gigs, and on the 28th, maybe 26th, 27th, and on the 27th I drove back and it was late at night. It was a long journey, 5 hours to get back, but within the first 30 minutes I was on the motorway. What I thought was a 50 got flashed.
Tricks.
Got flashed. I got a letter. It
What
turns out
colour? Brown.
it was a 40. It was a 40, and I was doing 51. I thought it was a 50.
Oh, mate.
It's no excuse.
You were unaware.
So 3 points on my licence, weeks after a speed awareness course. Or it would be points on my licence that I was expecting, except they have a different speed awareness course for motorways and normal roads. I got another speed awareness course coming up. And why is that good for you? Because I'm going to take notes. I had so much praise from people, David Turner's, saying that was great. You should take notes on everything you do. Well, David, I can take notes on the next speed awareness course just for you guys. You're going to find out all about it. Unless it's illegal, in which case...
You saying take notes has reminded me of an embarrassing incident from this week that I have not told anyone about.
Go on.
I was at Teacher Training College.
I'm just going to reply to the person who may or may not have been in El Dorado. I'm listening.
My favourite tutor was being observed by one of her colleagues. The colleague came and sat next to me and my friend, Tolu. And she said to Tolu very quietly, "Oh, can I have a look at your notes, please?" And Tolu said, "I haven't got many, Catherine's got more." So she took my book, which is full of notes from the teacher training course. And as she leafed through it, there was a vague inkling in my mind that there might be something in there that she should not see.
Uh-oh.
It was not a crying cactus, Ian. You'd be very proud of me. I've evolved.
That reminds me. Go on.
When she'd gone, I forgot all about it until later in the day. I was leafing through my book to try and find some notes.
No.
And I
love Ian so much, I want to kiss and hold him. He's my
No.
boyfriend.
didn't say that.
Okay.
It said, it had the name of another teacher under it.
Oh.
And it had a series of doodles.
Oh, swastikas.
New. And it had in very bold, big writing, "Kill me now."
Suicide note.
So it's quite clear that there was one teacher who was not really connecting with their audience that particular day. Just had it vague in the back. It was from Christmas. Do you know how I know it was from Christmas? Because I decorated "Kill Me Now" with holly leaves. Very festive.
Just found out the person who I was told who was in El Dorado was not in El Dorado. When he was leaving his radio job, he told listeners that was his next gig. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Clive Bull has just messaged me. Was it? So Clive Bull was not. Who told me that he was?
A bullshitter.
I wonder if it wasn't Will Guy. It was. Anyway, I had something else I was gonna say. We were talking about
Note-taking.
Note-taking. So speeding, note-taking. I don't know. I tell you what I would like. I'd like consistency in the sizing of underpants. I'm a big lad. Around the waist. And I have been wearing the same Gap underpants. Like
Dirty boy,
trunks,
change them.
Short, like trunks. Not the ones that are tight to the leg. Not box. Anyway. For 20 years.
Floppy boxes.
Blown a hole in
Can I
them,
just
as my
say-
mum would say.
Oh my God. You've not been wearing the same pair for years. You've been
No,
wearing
I've
the same style.
I've got about 6 pairs. No. They're 20 years old.
I know, we can tell.
What are you doing looking at my underwear? And I thought it's time to get... So I got... So the ones I got are XL from Gap, right? Don't use Gap anymore. Since they went shoplist, you don't get the discount codes. I'm out.
I think they went shoppers because they did discount codes.
Every
for
week,
everything.
40% off. Don't use them now. So I thought, well, I put on a bit of weight. So I got from TK Maxx, Henny's, I got 2XL. They're too small. They're too small.
For the European market.
So then I went on Vinted. I didn't get second-hand ones. They don't sell them.
I bet they do.
They don't. From Marks and Spencer's, I got 2XL.
Shop soiled.
Too big. They're too big. So now I've ordered XL. M&S.
Can you not just roll the waistband over?
No, they're wide. They're falling down. Stand up, they fall down. They come down they'll come down my trouser leg.
Oh my God.
So can we, please, guys? This is my plea. This is my
Get a
campaign.
couple of rubber bands around their
I
legs.
had.
Oh, it's Marks and Spencer's.
Here's my thing, right? I have two. There was going to be a potential campaign for men who had been abused in the Scouts. There was
my
going to be
God.
that campaign. Actually, I think I'm going to campaign for universal
Boxes.
underpant sizes. Now, this could be tricky. We got a call. However, because there's been an update, he can't hear us. Stay there. Can you? Well, because there's been an
can hear
update.
us.
He might be hearing us through a different thing. Paul, can you hear us through Skype or through a different thing?
Through Skype, I think.
Okay. Well,
Why are you talking louder as if that's going to make a difference?
we're gonna fix it. Audio.
It's my
Microphone.
end, the problem.
Is
My
that?
end.
It's problem your end.
Yeah.
Paul, I think it's a problem your end, mate.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'll call you back.
Good lad. There we go. It's a problem his end. He'll fix it. He'll fix it. Clive Ball says, I talked about it a lot at the time and made out that I had a small part in it following my success as an extra in the comms room in The Bill. I rather liked it. I've got the theme tune going around my head now. Wow. We are who's that? We're obsessed with it. Yes, man, you fell for
I
it.
could hear you. You're
Licky.
Licky, yeah.
Licky. Yes, man. Yeah, you fell for it, Paul. It's the thing, and you think we're friends. No, we're not. We're not friends. We're not friends. We spent the last 8 years cultivating this friendship for this moment now, and you fell for
The
it.
long game, the longest game.
You've been punked.
Excellent, thank you.
Hey, man, nice to see you.
Yeah, and you guys, I'm actually free for once on a Friday. It's extraordinary.
Oh.
So yeah, I'm sat in a hotel room in Saffron Walden. Had a very long day yesterday.
Is Saffron Walden a real place?
Yes.
It is.
My grandma had it on a mat,
Oh.
like a placemat. She
Is
had
it?
a pub in Saffron Walden, The Bell. It was my favourite placemat.
I had dinner there yesterday.
And
Very
how was
nice.
it? The real thing?
Very tasty. Very tasty
This is
indeed.
Did they
Sweet.
have their own placemats?
Oh, of your nan's house. Wouldn't it?
A little bungalow in Wigan.
Oh, it reminds me of a very funny cartoon I saw on Twitter that I'll share with you later.
I'm glad it was tasty at The Bell. That was all my dreams come true. So beautiful.
In fact, let me tell you the cartoon that I saw.
Go on.
So it's a visual joke. I'll describe it, and it'll be fun. So it's a young lad, and his dad is doing a card trick for him. He goes, pick a card, and as
Yes.
the kid takes the card, the dad dies. It's like, oh my God, Dad! Then you have the funeral, and then you have the will reading, and the guy goes, and to his son I leave the Queen of Hearts. Oh, that totally did me in.
Oh, very good.
Anyway, bit of fun, little bit of fun there, a little bit of fun. How can we be of service to thee, sir?
I just called to say hello. It's been a long time,
wow.
and you're there. And Skype is going. So Yeah.
And here's my thinking on it.
Yeah.
I've got a SIM card I'm like a drugman. One for the family, one for the drugs. And I think there's probably a way we can install WhatsApp on the computer. I know there is.
Yes.
Part of me thinks we don't.
Oh, why?
We take this enforced.
Isolation.
We still pop in Zoom things in the thing every now and then, but maybe we try for a little while without it. Because being completely honest, the phone number doesn't get used that often these days. We've stopped plugging it during the free podcast. It doesn't
Mostly
really
because I can't remember
Because you can't remember. It served its purpose. We get calls like this, which is great. We get Gatford, so ups and downs. But part of me thinks, okay, well maybe this will challenge us. To do something a bit different, because we do have periods where we get a little bit lazy, and then in that we get comfortable, not lazy.
Can we have a post box?
We had a PO box.
Do your letters.
The PO box was great, wasn't it? We got so much stuff that you guys sent us.
Don't want that though. I want letters on postcards.
Okay, well then you can spend £350 on a PO box for the 3 letters
Just give
we'll
them
get.
your address. What harm could it do?
So I think we'll go for a while. I'll look in the background about how we could get a number, but there isn't a service like Skype where you pay them a tenner and you get a phone number. There isn't, because I spent a whole night looking for it. So part of me thinks maybe we leave it as is and see what it inspires.
You could always do WhatsApp, and they could always leave voice notes.
Well, I literally just said that I thought it'd be interesting to try not doing that.
I know, but I thought
and then
it'd be
you just
interesting to ignore.
You reneged.
That's not a phone call, is it? It's just a WhatsApp voice message.
You reneged. She's a reneger, Paul. What am I supposed to do with this?
Yeah.
What am I
Nate
supposed
would be
to do?
happy.
Renege. Renee Zellweger.
Okay.
He liked it, and this man plays in an orchestra.
Does he?
He never mentions it. What you got? I'm hungry, Paul. What's for tea tonight? Oh, did you eat tonight in the pub, or was that the other day?
It was yesterday.
Oh,
yeah, no,
hang on, sorry. Oh,
Yes.
the alarm's going, but it won't. Well, it's not playing. Okay, that was the alarm. It was silent. It means we're going to have a boring weekend. So what's for tea tonight? Quiet one. What's for tea tonight?
Fruit and nuts in my room. I'm not leaving my room until tomorrow.
Oh, he's battened down his hatches.
I love it.
I have. Yeah.
Is it a room? I'm guessing because of the
pink
purple
room?
lights, it's a premiere, so there's no room service.
No room service.
Man, room service is the greatest invention by humans. So hang on a minute. You're telling me you got a book with lists of food in, you press one button, you say the names of those foods, and within 30 minutes, someone knocks at the door with a kalosh.
A what?
A kalosh.
A cloche.
A kalosh. Spell
Why
it.
is it kalosh?
Spell it.
C-L-O.
There's an apostrophe between the C and the L. There's an apostrophe.
No, there isn't.
Kalosh.
No, there isn't.
I'll kalosh you in a minute.
From the French for bell.
Yeah, exactly. You're a kalosh. Well, Paul, you've really thrown a Spaniard in the works and potentially ruined our relationship tonight. So thanks for that, mate.
You're welcome.
We're going to end the podcast. Goodbye.